What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Fortnite Tonight, presented by Wildberry Fruit Loops. I'm Fran Mirabel III on this week's show. We're going to kick things off and react to this weekend's one-time map-changing event. We'll also talk about the new balloon item and 3 weapons that just got vaulted. Now, before we get into it, I want to remind, don't forget to check out Sydney on the IGN Plays Live Streamer Showdown this Thursday. Last week, she pitted Angels Kimmy and Fuslie against each other in a build challenge. This week, we have another very special guest that you won't want to miss. Don't forget to cast your vote right now for this week's Wildberry Fan Challenge. Make sure to head over there by Wednesday at wildberry.ign.com. On this week's show, we're going to kick things off and react to this weekend's cube killing event. We'll talk about the new balloon item and the 3 weapons that just got vaulted. Let's dive into all the latest. I'm here again with Steven and Brian. What's up, guys?
Hey. What's up?
Did you guys catch this event this weekend?
Yes.
You both saw it? The butterfly event, as I call it. Okay, so for today's Wild Moments presented by Wildberry Fruit Loops, I thought it would be fun to watch it again. The event has begun to change the map as we count down to Season 7. So let's go back in time. It's Sunday morning, November 4th. Kevin the Cube starts to make some weird noises.
So, Steven, this is your footage.
Yep.
A little about what's going on with this cube. The night before, it was like dripping like stuff. It was about to crack. And then what I know is the very beginning, it made like a goosh, like a sound across the map.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that one.
And then if you get close, it starts to like leak more like frantically.
But wait, people
and then
are
it's starting
getting
to spin.
People are getting eliminated right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is like
It's so rude.
you gotta respect the view, man.
Don't be that.
The worst kind
This
of
was
people.
Wow.
Oh, Kevin, man. Kevin is the cube, by the way. If you didn't know, he was all at the end of Season 5, rolling in to 6.
I thought that was the entire event.
When this
Right.
happened, what did you think? You
I was
thought
like,
it was over?
okay,
I thought I was dead.
I was like, oh, it's gonna fade
Like in
back.
real
We're gonna
life.
play.
I thought it was going to go back to the map too, and I was like, wait, like everything's gone.
This is one of the most insane things a video game has ever done
is.
before.
It
Like
is,
straight up.
right?
This is like a Darren
But-
Aronofsky film.
In like a live server.
That's the crazy part. The fact that this was happening in real time, but it gets crazier. If you haven't seen this, I'm like, okay, I'm in the map. Are those actually the people I was playing with? I think so.
They
Yeah.
are.
We're
They are.
floating in some like new map in real time. The old map is in the background. So,
Everyone's like freaking out. What's going on?
and yeah, everyone's got theories. Are those other worlds? Like, are these an endless set of matrices? Like,
So right there, I noticed my dude was looking at something. So
me too.
Yeah. Let's
So
go.
you're controlling the camera here, and same thing. I'm like, oh, it's a rift. Like, it's a rift.
Oh,
Okay, it's huge.
It's a beautiful butterfly.
it's Navi from Ocarina of Time.
By the way, if you follow leaks, there was something called the butterfly sequence in the data. We didn't know what it was.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Even this shape in the background. So even now, right, you're looking at it, right, Steven?
How cool is this skin though?
Yeah, Samsung skin's
in
pretty cool.
this
Those are good
It
choice.
fits perfect.
I don't have it. You can hook me up? So here's where it gets, in my opinion. Right when the camera, like, took over,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, a cutscene?
And
That everybody's
everyone
getting
is seeing. Yeah, that's crazy.
kissed by a butterfly.
And then you just drop back into the game. That's
Yeah.
completely insane.
And I was just like, oh, we're playing again.
And if you watch too, there's this
Double rainbow.
but look in the center, there's all this like gold sheen.
Yeah.
So I thought I was gonna drop down. It was just finishing forming right there. There was still this real-time nature to it.
How did you do after this?
Oh, you'll
Oh.
see in a second. So I was like,
Feeling good?
well, still, I was like so shocked about what happened. So I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah, you wanna go see.
I'm just gonna drop the.
It's the first thing I did too.
I'm just gonna drop the base.
That I
That's
forgot.
awesome.
That was the best way to end it. I got to give you credit. All right, we have one more clip from the main game to round out your wild moments presented by Wildberry Fruit Loops. Steven selected the clip. Show me what you got, man.
Oh, he's chunking.
All right. 1v1.
Very low on health. What?
He's at 1 HP.
One?
What?
He's at 1
Oh,
HP.
okay.
Wow.
Oh, he didn't die from that?
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, he got the boogie at the end.
He should have died from that plunger.
Yeah.
Holy
That-
crap, that was amazing.
You know what the craziest part is when he grappled, he should have died from that like velocity.
Yeah,
he had
how did
1
he not
HP.
die?
I have no idea. He had 1 HP. When he grappled, I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, they changed the velocity on the grappler. Only with vehicles. So I don't know. Maybe something's changed. That's Fortnite.
That was
for you.
nutty.
Everything worked in his favor.
Very cool clip. Before we move on, wanted to mention we are having the IGN Fan Fest presented by Wildberry Fruit Loops in Los Angeles on December 7th. So if you want to hang out, celebrate a year in gaming, check out the link. All right, guys, breaking news. Have you guys seen this Fortnite cross NFL?
Yes, this was kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's funny. It was kind of surprising because it's gotten so big, right? But it is surprising. But the part of it's like, oh, of course.
Yeah, it's so big that, I mean, we could assume something like that would happen. But then when I saw the trailer, I was just like, wow.
The context, I would say, is the NFL is like notorious for protecting their brands.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't just work with anybody.
Yeah.
So
No, but I mean, like both of these sort of games are about kind of large cartoon characters dancing in weird outfits. So it does work out. It makes perfect sense.
yeah, exactly. So you're going to have access to, I guess, all outfits starting November 9th at around 7 p.m. You'll be able to purchase those, but there's also going to be a Fortnite team. If you didn't read the full update, there's a Fortnite team.
Like a default one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I assume you still have to buy it, but
Well, yeah, I think the thing about that is that it sort of alleviates you from having to pick a team. And B, alleviates you from the ire of players that you're playing who might hate your team in real life.
you can't hate the Fortnite team. in real
Yeah,
life.
because
Okay.
then you're just hating the game, which you can't do.
Yeah, you can also choose a number 1 through 99
Yep.
on the jersey. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. I will caveat that I'm not a sports guy, so I'm like whatever. But I do think for sports fans, really exciting.
I could totally see them expanding to like NBA, MLB.
I'm sure, man. What a cash cow this whole thing has been. It's amazing. What are you guys? Do you have a team in mind who you're going to choose? Brian, starting with you.
Fortnite.
You're going to go with Team Fort, of course.
My favorite football team, Fortnite.
I love it.
Oh,
I-
Seahawks.
Yeah,
Seahawks?
that's a good one too.
All right. The Bears for me, man. I'm from Chicago, so I got to stick with the Bears. Next up, balloons have been added to your inventory. So you can grab a 20-pack and float away. How are you guys feeling about the balloons? It's a big new item that's come to the game.
These are great. I didn't know what they were, and so I picked up a bunch, and then I went into
a bag of apples.
I went and basically, I was like, "What do you do with these? You throw them at people and they fly away or something?" And so I ran into a shed, and I was like, "I'm gonna lay low for a second. I'm gonna examine these things." And I started like pulling 5 or 6 out, and then I just floated like half a foot in the
You
air
were in the
and
shed?
hit the ceiling. And some guy ran in and saw these like dangling legs, and then shot me and killed me.
Brian, what did you think the balloons would do in the shed?
I didn't know. I just saw balloons and got excited. I was like, "Balloons, great!"
I guess that's fair. Steven, what do you think of them as an
I
item?
think it's a really creative item to add. When I first got it, I was just like, oh, let's see what the hype is about. And I used it, and I was just like, this is okay. And then I realized how to use it properly, and it's just like, wow.
So how do you use them properly?
You deploy 6 of them,
Okay.
get super high, and then cut them off, and then just fly around.
Oh,
It's just a way to get up and glide back down. It's interesting without the glider redeploy.
Yeah.
They don't really work hand in hand, right?
Well, the glider redeploys in the game, though. So
Right, but meaning if you ever were to remove it, the balloons don't really work, do
yeah,
they?
so you-
no, they're just death balloons.
That's right. You could
Just be
you,
dead.
you could go up somewhere and land.
I kind of wish like you could throw them, like you said, like throw them at someone, and if you hit them, they just.
That would be great, right? That would be very
you
Looney
could like
Tunes.
attach them to people. That's
Yep.
interesting. I do like the balloons, but they're kind of like slow. Like I just feel like jump pads, building your ramp. Like there's any number of ways to like redeploy. Like there's really slow to get out.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. And you're just like a sitting duck when you're floating within range of anybody.
Yeah.
So don't like that so much. But here's the biggest thing for me. Please, why are you dropping so many balloons? Right? The item drops so high.
Yeah, it's a legendary rarity, but it's like everywhere. It's like
Yeah.
candy.
It's not rare. Like there's just there are balloons in the shed, there's
Yep.
balloons on the hill, balloons everywhere.
I think they're just excited for now, and they'll take the numbers down a tick. But think about it this way: I think if it's like you and one other player, you're at the very end, right, and you're on the ground, and they're on a giant tower, and you just slowly float up and just pop them.
Shoot 'em, yeah.
That's an awesome way to end a match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
you still gotta land though. It's not like you can shoot in midair with them, right? So
Well, you
you
can
can't.
make your shot count and kill them.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, once you land, that's a good idea. Though.
Yeah.
What if you could shoot from midair? That would be interesting. Anyway.
Crazy.
Speaking of which, real fast, one more thing that I wanted to point out is Epic has vaulted 3 weapons, the semi-auto sniper, the guided missile, and the dual pistols. Those will still be available in Playground. But what do you guys think of vaulting these 3 weapons?
I have no complaints. The semi-auto sniper was kind of like the one friend that you don't really like, but if you have no other friends to hang out with, you just invite them.
Oh, man.
I guess I don't have any friends.
I can't top that description of it. But yeah, I'm basically I have no arguments with any of them going back. I thought the pistols were kind of fun. fun.
I don't know why they vaulted them. They might have vaulted them because they're too good, because they're pretty good.
They
That's
were,
what
yeah.
if you comboed them right. But the semi-auto sniper, thank goodness. I hated seeing snipers on the map, period. And then having to get like a green one on top of it.
Yeah,
I was like, are you kidding me?
It's the friend you don't really like.
Yeah, it's really bad. So very happy with those changes. All right, those are our big topics for this week. Next up is our weekly Fort Help segment, Ways to Go Wild, presented by Wildberry Fruit Loops. Steven, what do you have for us this week?
The balloons seem like a silly item, but they're actually amazing for traveling distances. Although they're epic rarity, they seem to have a very generous drop rate. And what a lot of people don't know is that the balloons are basically portarists. All you need to do is deploy 6 balloons and float all the way up. And once you get up super high, just let go of all the balloons and take advantage of the new glider redeploy system to basically fly wherever you want. My second tip is to deploy traps whenever you're turtling up. If you're sniping on top of a sniper tower, the top is usually exposed, and with so many options to redeploy your glider now, it's easy for a player to sneak up and drop on you. Just put a trap down on the opposite side of your ramp and you should be protected from anyone who tries to glide on you. And finally, my last tip for this week, utilize the pyramid build. A lot of players forget to use the pyramid, but it's actually the most versatile structure. You can edit it to form a ramp whenever you need to. When trying to protect yourself from above, you can build a pyramid on top of a floor so enemies need to shoot through 2 structures to get to you. This also works from below, so when enemies try to shoot you down, they need to get through 2 structures. You can even hide under a pyramid to heal or see enemies around you if you go into edit mode. Just keep practicing these tips and try to add it into your game. They could save your life in a game one day.
All right, Steven, thanks for the tips, man. We got to wrap things up for this week. We'll be back every Tuesday, and make sure to tune in to our IGN Plays live streamer showdown every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Just check us out right here on IGN. If you like the show, be sure to share it with a friend and leave a comment. You can find all the latest on wildberry.ign.com. Thanks, Steven and Brian.
Thank you, Fran.
Yeah, it's fun this week. All right, and we'll see you all next time.